On Snowball Earth, hunting is slow and dangerous, resource acquisition is frigidly slow, and overall game progress is like slogging through a 6-foot snowdrift. Welcome everybody, my name is Ryan, and we are back with more of our Snowball Earth Challenge. This is episode number 8, and in the last episode we finally got our first pickaxe, so that just goes to show you how slow things have been, but it is a limited life run. We're at 17 lives currently out of 20, but once those count down to 0, the series is over. But no worries, I've always got plenty more vintage story content planned for you guys, so you don't have to worry about that. But we are well into the series now. We've got our little igloo here. I think we've got a really exciting episode planned. Now that we've got this pickaxe, we're going to get our hands on some clay, or at least we're going to try. I was under the impression for some reason that we wouldn't be able to dig into the coal until we got bronze, and that's true in fact, but a commenter reminded me that, hey, there's going to be a lot of stone all around that coal. We could go below the coal and look for the clay itself just by bypassing it and knocking out the stone. So, of course, again, I wanted to slap my head when I read that comment. Brilliant suggestion. We're going to do that 100%. So let's see, we don't have a lot of food. We got some red meat jerky. I think I've got, a bowl full of some poultry nugget stew with boiled lingonberries. That's our first multi-ingredient meal that we created here on the Snowball Earth. But otherwise, it is evening. Actually, it's morning, just after midnight. But I'm going to do some panning for a couple hours, hopefully get a temporal gear. And of course, it wouldn't be bad to get some more clay, because there's no guarantee that there's going to be fire clay under this black coal. But the good news is there's another black coal location too. And although there are a lot of threats out there, I might have to just, swallow my fear and make another trip to the tree hollows. Those are, of course, the raccoon dens, which can provide us with so many important things, including seeds for agriculture and tree seeds, which we're desperately hoping to get an oak seed. But like I said, it's a dangerous prospect. So let's have a little soothing panning session. Of course, you don't have to sit through the boring parts. I'll just show you what we get in the morning once the sun rises. Well, it's been another long, gritty night of panning, and unfortunately, this one's been very unlucky. I mean, I got a little bit of copper, which is always nice. Some of the wool fibers, these have turned out to be very useful for us, repairing our clothing and furs, but not a single piece of clay, and of course, no temporal gears yet. But I was thinking while I've been panning, now that we got this pickaxe, I'm definitely going to make a cairn a big priority for us. Yeah, if we take a look here, we just need to get 4 of the actual rocks, which of course I can do that with a little bit of work with the pickaxe, and I will need to whip up a hammer and chisel, but that's totally easy to do. We'll have plenty of copper for those. Once we get this up, we can start grinding bone, and right here, we can see the recipe for bony soil, thanks to a nice little mod. So again, it's pretty easy ingredients, except we will need the bone meal. So once we get this too, our chances for getting a temporal gear from panning will increase. And of course, we'll be able to get access to essentially a different drop table or a loot table for the bony soil versus sand and gravel. One of the things we can get are candles, which are going to be really helpful down the road. But let's put some stuff away, and we've got a little bit of crafting to do, hopefully, before we head out. Alright, put all that away. Keep the barren soil for now. Let's see, I've got 10 cattails. Oof, almost no grass. I'm going to have to step out and get some grass and sticks probably. We're going to need to make some ladders. I also kind of think I want to make some more of that armor. Yeah, the improvised stuff. It's not the best, but I at least want to have some protection on us. And I still need to make a straw hat, which I haven't done yet. So much to do, so much. Ooh, we still got some lingonberries too. These are good for quite a while, most likely because of the very cold temperatures outside. But let's see, there was definitely something else we wanted to do. If we turn this into Yeah, this we can repair some of our clothing with. The gray stuff isn't good for repair work, but I think I'll go ahead and combine that. Save on some space in the inventory. And, oh yes, I wanted to check on our pelts. They are done. So let's take a look at what we need to make these backpacks. Because if we can at least just get upgraded to 1 or 2 of these, that would be so helpful. But yeah, oh shoot, I think... Dang it. Cattails, cattails, cattails. Alright, to say papyrus is an option, I expect that this stuff here, the canes, won't work. No. Alright, well, alright, before we head out and use our pickaxe searching for some of the fire clay, which could potentially be underneath that black clay, or black coal, we have to, yeah, get a few more resources. But not to worry, I think another thing we'll do is let's grab some of the copper and we'll set up another pickaxe. So we'll pour it into the mold and we'll have it ready to go when this one breaks. Now, I do have the Smithing Plus mod installed, which is one of the mods I've really fallen in love with. It's pretty great, but it allows us to repair broken tools. So we'll get like a broken tool head, which we can heat up and put back on the anvil, but we don't have an anvil. We don't even have a forge yet, although that's going to be fairly easy to get. So what we'll do is we'll just save it and recycle it into copper bits once we get the broken piece. But when we do finally get up to iron and stuff like that, oh, that's not going to work. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, when we do finally get up to iron and stuff like that, it will be nice to be basically min-max our tools, because iron strikes could be hard to find. I don't know. We'll see. Any kind of long-term traveling in this world is going to be utterly dangerous. Oh boy, guys, I just saw something go right below that sand dune. There it is, moving around. And it was a skeleton. I think that body armor... Oh, I've just barely caught sight of these things before, but here's one right by our dang igloo. Man, they're ugly customers, too. I don't want to get too close. Oh, what? What? I think I act... Oh, my God! Okay, we're by our healing waters. It's not on me anymore. Ooh, okay. Okay, that was fun. Where are they coming from? How many spears? I've only got 1 spear on me. Let's change that. Let's see what kind of danger these things present to us. We're going to have to put our little jaunt on hold. I'm going to grab a few more spears. I've got so many of them. Tell you, panning might be a little tedious, but it's got its benefits. Alright, I'm going to ignore that one. Yeah, I think he might be trapped. Let's take this boy out. Does he... He's got a weapon. Or no? Maybe not. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, no, it looks like he's got an arrow stuck in his body. Oh, 1 hit. Alright, so, what do you drop? What do you drop? Skeleton deserter. A skull. Ooh, decorative. Alright, 1-hit wonders. Let's go. Right, nice. Well, they're not as big a threat, and when that guy did hit me, he didn't take off a whole bunch of life, so... Well, they're creepy looking, and he definitely scared me half to death. Sorry for screaming there. But I don't think we have to worry so much. So let's just set down our skulls here. Not going to put these inside anything. Alright, well, let's see. We can maybe do a little repair. Yeah, let's get this shirt. Yeah, let's do the shirt. Good. Good, good, good. And like I said, I'm going to place a few spears down, get rid of this, sort out the inventory. But we're headed down to the trees, do some resource collection. So far, pretty successful resource gathering trip. I'm out here kind of in the thicker forest, but there's not a lot of undergrowth, so thank God for that. But you got to be kidding me. Not even any meat from that. Okay, let's grab this. But I found a few pine trees with resin. So far, none of the little burrows, though. I'm really hoping to find one of those close to the house. But so far, nothing. Shoot. Let's see here. I should run home and increase our backpack. I think I've got enough. Where are they? 10 cattails. Actually, that's probably not enough. Maybe I should stay out here till I break my knife. Just collecting cattails, but Let's see. So yeah, we're just on the other side of the lake. It's a pretty dense forest, though. I feel like there's got to be at least one of the little burrows in this dang forest. But so far, I just haven't spotted them. Although I'm not giving up, I'm nervous about the thickness here. Could be a fox or a bear or something. Speaking of foxes, not a fox, I don't care about foxes. A wolf. Come on, lag spike's gonna get me killed. This thing's tiny. Ugh. Alright, yeah, it's not really worth it. But, hey, we got some cattails, so, like I said, it's time to break my knife. But I'm gonna do this with my back to the lake, not to the dense forest, I think. Alright, well, the knife broke. I think I've got enough cattails to create a couple of backpacks, but we've got some easy prey over here, easy experience for our X skills, which reminds me, I did get a point in survival. This happened while I was just loading up the game and waiting, trying to do my intro. So let's put our point. Let's see. So we've got long life, increases our life. I don't care about diver. Nudist is interesting, but we're not going to do that. Well rested. Right now I'm not sleeping a lot because of panning. It might change, but yeah. Also, huge stomach can be really good if we combine it with the meat shield. But I think we'll stick. Oh, wait, I can't do long life, dang it. Alright, we'll stick with huge stomach then. Yeah, we'll go with that. That'll helpful. Alright, so let's go take out some of these little goblins. Where'd they go? Oh, of course, they immediately disappear. One of them was in the water. Oh, I see him. Alright, let's move, let's move. We're still in the height of summer here, but that just means that the lake has a little bit less ice on it. Come here, you. Alright, beautiful. It's not a lot of XP, but it is good to at least take these little guys out. Oh, and of course I don't have a knife with me, so can't harvest. Here's our black coal. So, yeah, we've got a few things to do. Like I said, I've got to whip up a knife and, of course, get some backpacks, but we're going right back to that spot, and we're going to dig it up and start seeing what's below it. Alright, having a little meal of some of our dried beef jerky here, but it's not truly, it's just red meat jerky cured. It's not, I don't think it's truly dried, but either way, it's not very filling. Small slivers of it, but I want to try something out here close to the igloo. I'm going to lay down a couple of those, then we'll pop out some of the seeds. There we go. Yeah, because I've been walking down to the edge of the tree line near the gravel there, but it is dangerous, so this way we can plant a few trees up here, you know, just get some extra wood as we go. It'll be good for a charcoal pit, but I have whipped up a few tools. Let's see here. So we're going to make more backpacks now. Let's find that recipe again. Alright, there it is, and we'll put our pelts in there. I think we'll be able to get 2, maybe 3 of these. Just 2. Alright, not to worry, I will switch those out momentarily. I've got a few other things we're going to make, so was that reopen it? I think it was something like this for the armor, right? Yeah, with the knife. There it is, perfect. Alright, what's the hat? Let's just see here. Straw hat. Okay, easy. This gives us a little bit of warmth too, so that's nice. Let's put these on. Boom. And hey, look at that. Alright, a lot more clothing slots we could fill. And I know from experience, even things like eyeglasses and stuff can increase our temperature slightly. So that'll be helpful. But let's see, are any of these empty? This one's empty, so we'll take that out. Hunter's backpack. We got 1 bone in that one, so we'll move it. Empty, beautiful. Alright, there we go. Yeah, and of course we're going to be getting some more cattails as soon as we can, but I've got to get underground, people. Let's see if we can reclaim some of these. There we go. Yeah, it is time. We're going to also make some ladders. Yeah, I'll just use all my sticks for that. 18's not many, but we're going to need them if we're going below ground. So drop off some stuff here into our chests. Probably consume the last of our food, so Well, no, that's not true. I've got some berries, so that's probably acceptable. But we're going to do it, people. Our first trip underground, looking for valuable resources. All right, here we are at the site of the black coal. I think I will... we'll just leave what's there on the ground for now. Might pick it up on the way back, but try and keep as much inventory space as we can available. All right, let's just start. I'm not going to get too elaborate with this. In fact, I think just a single hole is best, because we could run into the coal at some point and have to go around it. So we want to try and conserve the durability of this pickaxe too. Now, we're going to get a little bit farther underground, and then I think, of course, I don't have any soil. Dang it. Yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to need. Crap. Let me run over here and grab a little bit of the soil. Okay, we've got our soil. Nice. Right in the face. Let's see what he drops. Maybe a little piece of meat. Nope, nothing. Alright, very good. Thought I saw some resin. Let's head back over here. Excellent. Alright, yeah, so I wanted the soil to kind of just cover ourselves up a little bit. If we go below, boom. And I'll put my torches in the offhand. Totally safe and sound now. Don't have to worry about goblins or something even worse, like a baby T-Rex or something dropping in. I don't think a full-size T-Rex could fit down the one single chute, but alright, well, we just hit quartz, which isn't great. Can I get on the ladder? Maybe we'll sink another shaft, actually. Put that up there. I want to try and avoid using too many ladders, too. Now, of course, we could go down and around it, but it's hard to say how big exactly this quartz is going to be. It's actually all over the place, isn't it? Let's come a little bit farther out. Grab this. Good. And we'll do this. We'll dig directly underneath a piece of the coal here. Or at least right next to it. How about that? So trying to avoid picking it up right now. Alright, we'll go down a space. There we go. Fill it in. Alright, and we should be good. Start placing some ladders. Okay, let's see. Now, if I do strike coal, then we will go around that. Because, again, fire clay has a chance, okay, good, to spawn under it, as far as I know. I don't know. I've never actually discovered natural fire clay since the big update that changed the mechanics of this. So, I think it's a good idea that we poured that second pickaxe, because we could be in for a lot of digging to ultimately find nothing. But, hey, at least we don't have to worry about cave-ins or laying down the ceiling beams and stuff. Yeah, there's no instability here, but dang. If it takes too long, or if I don't find any of the clay, what we'll do is we'll just start exploring underground. I think a lot more, and maybe we'll come across some borax, or even better, some tin ore. Then we'll be in really good shape, because of course as soon as we get a bronze, you know, we're in business. We're going to come over here and pierce right through this big old layer of coal and see what's below it. Oh my god. Oh my god, there it is. I just started digging straight. Oh, come on, I'm going to cover it up for it. Yeah, I was just, you know, there's our ladder. I was like, I'll just pick a direction until I come to a spot where I can dig down. And this spot, there was a little bit of a gap right here. But you can see I was able to dig the stone out, and man, it's right there. Now I wonder, is it like super common then? Oh, this is literally the first block of clay that I've dug out of this world. Every bit we've gotten so far has been from panning. And not that I don't mind panning terribly, it's just, God, this is going to be so nice. Oh, look at this. Even if it's just like a stack or two, I am super happy with it. And yeah, I mean, I don't even have to like roast up flint now once we get up to our refractory bricks, which is still a long ways away. But obviously fire clay is important for more than just your normal pottery. You know, you're going to need this stuff for steel production, a few other things too. But like I said, that's way beyond us now. For the moment, this is such a benefit. I mean, we're going to get an anvil mold. I can probably freely make a couple of storage vessels so we can start to store food. Oh, I can just go on a penguin hunting spree now. Yes, yes, yes. Not to mention all the other tool molds, which we're going to have, which shockingly turn out to require a lot of clay. I was ultimately kind of surprised by just how much clay that one pickaxe mold required. I didn't keep track of it, but yeah, it's more than I expected. Maybe it's just when you have to really work for each little precious piece of clay, it just feels like more. But this is something special here. Yeah, I'm really curious to know what you guys, if any of you have experienced, striking fire clay wild like this. How extensive is it? How common is it to find it under black clay? Because we do have another black, I keep calling it black clay, black coal location. That's obsidian. Oh yeah, look at this. Nope, that's all brown coal. I swear there was another black. There it is. Okay, I marked it with the, yeah. So there is another spot there. That's lead. But the area seems to be pretty heavy in coal, whether it's black or brown. So, yeah, we might get super lucky, but hey, this is turning out to be really nice. Yeah, pretty extensive. So, I will just continue on my little digging, and we might actually get lucky, level up, too. Let's see if we go to collecting. Let's look at our digging. About 145 points away, but who knows just how extensive this fire clay vein is gonna be. Alright, well, my shovel just broke, but there's still a bit left here. At least, I mean, there could be a lot left. We ended up with over 4 stacks, which is amazing, and I did get some limestone rock. Oh crap, wait, damn it. Oh, okay, never mind, that was stupid. Ignore that. For some reason, I thought this was granite. I should have known. But yeah, I was going to make a cairn with this stuff, but we'll have to find a different material. Not to worry. We're going to be spending a lot more time underground now, too. Like I said, searching for other types of minerals. But let's see. Ooh, it's pretty late. I'm going to have to dig my way up with my hands. But we're not sleeping under here. So let's get out towards the lake. Go, go, go. Back home. Look at that beautiful aurora. You guys can look at it. I gotta focus on the terrain ahead so we don't walk into a bear or something worse. But, haha. Oh, this is huge, guys. Yes, yes. So, tonight is not going to be another sleepless night, but I'm not going to be panning this time. Nope. Instead, I'm going to set up some pit kilns and make a whole bunch of pottery. So, yeah, we're going to move our pit kiln operation outdoors. I'll probably just set it up like right here, but fairly simple. I'll show you what we come up with. But yeah, I'm going to whip up a whole bunch of pottery. Fortunately, didn't get that point with digging, but we're getting close. But keep in mind, there's also pottery skill too. So anytime we get a point, I'll make sure to, keep you guys informed on what we actually place it in. But let's grab our pickaxe. We're going to combine that with a stick and hang it up, because I definitely used a lot less durability than I had anticipated. But that's okay. That's good. That means we came home happy rather than sad. Oh boy, I was up pretty long this morning just making pottery. I've still got 2.5 stacks, well, less than 2.5, but 2 full at least there, so we're doing okay. I made quite a bit of stuff. You can see even a saucepan. The most important 4 things are here, though. We got our storage vessel, our hammer mold, the anvil mold, and I just put the shovel mold over there too. We're definitely going to go for the axe, falx blade, and the hoe after that. Oh, that reminds me, I just realized I did not make the prospecting pick, because that's going to be definitely crucial. Falx blade rocks. Yeah, I'll whip out this real quick. Let's just lay it so I don't forget. Where's the prospecting? Yeah, we'll get that going. But first, I am almost out of grass, and I am totally out of sticks, so I can't even actually light these things up yet. We do have plenty of firewood, so that's a good thing. I might even, use charcoal, unlike the anvil mold, just to hurry it up a bit, because if we can get that poured, man, it's going to be really nice. We can get the saw blade, a few other things too. But so we're going to have to go down to the tree line once again and do some resource harvesting. Check it out. While I was working out here, I noticed, yeah, the skellies are coming out in strength, but luckily they're pretty weak. And another thing I was thinking about is I'm going to grab some of those cuttings from like the dwarf pine or maybe some of the berries and just start planting them over here too, real close to the base. Eventually I do want to move underground, maybe even at this location. We'll just have to explore a bit, but you know, that's where we're going to do our proper farming and stuff, but I don't feel like I'm in a super rush. We've still got some to focus on some other kinds of progression. And obviously, we're going to have to make time to visit these hollows again. Let's see, there's one right there, which we recently visited in the last episode, and it was still empty, hadn't rejuvenated yet. And we've got one over here, which I bet you if we took the trouble, it would probably be revived by now. What I was thinking is, let's make a raft. If we can just get to over here, we can basically raft our way all the way. And I'm definitely not going to swim that, because there are mosasaurs in that water, I guaranteed. I'm a little worried about just going on a raft, but of course, I think there's a few tools we'll need for the raft. I don't even remember how. Here we go. We'll look at the bamboo one. Just some rope. Okay. And of course we'll need the ore too, but we'll cross that bridge a little bit down the road. I guess I'll definitely be looking out for some vines too, but yeah, like I said, I've got a little bit here, and then I'll meet you guys down at the tree line. Oh boy, we've got some enemies trying to claim the territory. Let's take them out. Oh yeah, nice. Alright, that's one. Where'd you go, little guy? Haha, dropped him before he got to me. Let's go retrieve our other spears. We'll take him out. Good XP here. Okay. Nice. Oh, come on. Okay, I lost my other spears. Oh, come on. Got him. Okay, I guess we can harvest them too. Who knows, they might drop a little bit of meat. Yes. And a gear, interesting. I wonder if they have a chance to drop temporal gears. If so, that's probably pretty low. I'll still grab the regulars, even though there's not much point to them, but let's see here. Just got started, so I'm still low on grass. Nice, we got a spear there. Don't have any sticks, but I did kill a little penguin, so we've got some meat, but most of it's going to be just boring me collecting grass and stuff. Let's see if we can find some berry bushes. Okay, here's heather. No. I have to get all of this. I kind of think I should get some more of the barren soil and low fertility while we're here. So, yeah, this is going to be a general resource gathering trip real quick. And maybe a little bit of hunting on the side. Actually, definitely some hunting. Oh my god. There's a hole. Oh, what? And we're just so close to home. I knew there had to be one near here. Okay, let's do it. What do we get? Oh, a carrot seed, beautiful. Oh, nice, a rye seed, that's huge. And there's still some stuff in there. Hold on, I gotta get rid of that. And I'll just throw out the barren. Okay, what else? Come on, give me an oak tree. Oh no, it's empty. Okay. Let me look around me. That's so incredible. It's right here. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, perfect. Yeah, really can't underestimate just how hard those are to kind of find. Okay, here's a lingonberry. I don't know if this is going to work with the knife. No, it doesn't appear to. No, I just got double grass from it. Actually, that's kind of nice, double grass. Well, maybe can't we extract seeds from the berries possibly? Let's find some. We'll test that out. Ooh, carcass. Take the bones. But yeah, still going to pick up. I mean, we got to get those pit kilns lit, so grass and sticks are really the priority. Everything else besides food is kind of secondary, at least for now. Well, I'm getting all the pit kilns going, I know I said I was going to move them outside, but I figured might as well use that one too when we've got so many more to go. But all 4 of them are set. I did use a little of our charcoal, so I decided to get another batch going, but we're out of wood now, so we're going to have to get that in the morning most likely. But we've also got a little bit of food ready to go, which is perfect timing because I am just about to start starving. But man, oh man, it's been a good day, good couple of days here at the game for sure. I think next we definitely want to prioritize some rope for sure. Think about that raft, because the more often we can check those hollows in the trees, the more likely we're going to find the critical resources we need. And we desperately need to get our hands on some oak wood to make leather. That is going to be such a crucial step for us, but I have confidence we'll figure something out regardless. Nevertheless, guys, like I said, it's been a very successful episode, so let's go ahead and leave it off right here on a high note. Nevertheless, I'm sure the series is going to have plenty of ups and downs, so make sure you continue to tune in, hit that like button, subscribe, and of course, leave me some comments, and I will see you guys on the next one.